In the serene town of Meadowville, nestled amidst rolling hills and cascading streams, life moved at a slow pace. Among its residents was a high school English teacher, Sophie Harper, known for her kindness, passion for literature, and a penchant for inspiring her students. Unbeknownst to her, fate was about to intertwine her life with that of Aria, a reclusive yet celebrated writer crafting a book on LGBTQ themes. Sophie spent her weekends at Eliot's Book Nook, a quaint bookstore that doubled as a coffee shop. One such Saturday, engrossed in grading papers, she noticed a woman across the room scribbling furiously in a notebook. With her sharp bob haircut and vintage glasses, the woman exuded an air of quiet confidence. Curiosity piqued, Sophie approached her. "You look like you're writing the next bestseller," she teased. The woman smiled faintly. "More like rewriting the same chapter for the 5th time. I'm Aria, by the way." They struck up a conversation, discovering a mutual love for literature. Sophie learned that Aria was working on a deeply personal book exploring the struggles and triumphs of LGBTQ individuals. Sophie shared her passion for teaching and how she tried to instill empathy and courage in her students through stories. Their bookstore encounters became routine. Sophie would find Aria in her favorite corner, sipping chamomile tea, and the two would talk about everything from poetry to philosophy. Sophie was drawn to Aria's depth and vulnerability, while Aria admired Sophie's unyielding optimism. One evening, Sophie invited Aria to her classroom as a guest speaker. Nervous yet excited, Aria agreed. The day of the session, Aria shared an excerpt from her book, a moving tale of a young woman embracing her identity amidst societal pressures. The students listened intently, and some even asked questions about their own fears and dreams. Later, one student, a shy girl named Emily, stayed back to thank Aria. "Your story gave me courage," she said. "I think it's time I stop hiding who I am." Sophie watched, her heart swelling with pride for both Emily and Aria. As Sophie and Aria grew closer, so did the complexities of their emotions. Sophie, still coming to terms with her feelings, hesitated to label their bond. Aria, however, had no such doubts but feared that Sophie might not be ready for the challenges a same-sex relationship might bring in their small town. One evening, over dinner, Aria brought up her concerns. "Sophie, I care about you deeply, but are you ready to face the world with me?" "It's not always kind." Sophie hesitated. "I don't know, Aria. I've always played it safe. It's new, and it scares me." The conversation ended in silence, both women retreating into their own insecurities. Weeks passed with minimal contact. Sophie missed Aria's presence, her wit, and her wisdom. She realized that her fear of judgment was holding her back from something beautiful. A chance encounter with Emily, the student, proved to be a turning point. Emily had come out to her family, facing mixed reactions but standing firm in her truth. "Miss Harper," Emily said, "your class and Aria's story gave me strength. I hope you find your strength too." Emily's courage inspired Sophie to confront her fears. She rushed to Eliot's Book Nook and found Aria, lost in thought. "Aria," Sophie began, "I've been a coward. I let fear dictate my life, but no more. You've shown me what it means to live authentically. I want to face the world with you, no matter what it takes." Aria's eyes glistened with tears. "Sophie, I've waited for you to say that." Their relationship blossomed, not without its challenges. Gossip swirled in the conservative town, and there were moments of doubt. But Sophie and Aria stood firm, drawing strength from each other and their shared vision of love and acceptance. Aria's book, Unwritten Truths, was published to critical acclaim. It became a beacon of hope for many, including Meadowville's residents, who slowly began to accept the couple. Sophie continued to inspire her students, while Aria conducted workshops on self-expression and resilience. At a community event, Sophie addressed the crowd. "Love, in all its forms, has the power to change hearts and minds. Aria taught me that authenticity is the bravest thing we can offer the world. If there's one lesson I hope to leave behind, it's this: don't let fear rob you of love or your truth." Life's greatest stories are written when we dare to be ourselves. The audience erupted into applause, and as Sophie looked at Aria, she knew they were writing their most beautiful chapter yet.